People sometimes associate English with the status that if you know English, you must be of high status or something. People
Yeah,
sometimes,
right.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree also. Yes,
yeah.
when I was also like I want to ask you that what do you think how our education impact of our life?
Okay. So education plays a very important role in all of our lives because when we are educated and when we get a college degree and everything, we there are more chances of getting a job in a very high reputed company because whenever you're trying to get a job in a company, people there always ask you what is your degree, what is your education level. So that is what people ask you. So education is really important for your job, for your career. And also when you study, when you're in school, when you become literate, there you get to know about a lot of things that happen in the world, and that knowledge can be very useful in the real world. So yeah, when we are educated, we have a lot of knowledge that we can apply in our lives. So education is very important. So what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you whatever you said. But I also think also different way. Because I think education should be like something purpose. A
Hmm.
purpose of our life means what type of education we need to get. Because sometimes lot of people do not understand which type of education uh, they should be appeared or they should be pursued.
Hmm.
This type of things happen sometimes because I have been learning is just for 6 months. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
What about you? What about you? What motivates means which kind of things motivates you to learning English or do you learning any other language also?
Okay, so I'll answer the first question. So that is, what motivates me to learn English, and I'm not sure why do I want to learn English, but I feel that English is the universal language. You can communicate with almost everyone. If you know English, you can communicate with a lot of people, even in foreign countries and even in India. Many people don't really speak Hindi or any language that you know. So if you know English, you can communicate with them very easily because most of the people nowadays do know a little bit, like basic English. So it can be very helpful if you want to communicate. And I feel English is very important because when you know English, how should I say this? English plays a very important role nowadays because people sometimes associate English with the status that if you know English, you must be of high status or something. People
Yeah,
sometimes,
right.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree also. Yes,
yeah,
when I was also like you, you maybe nine
no,
now,
eight,
class
eight.
9 or 8. Eight, yeah, when I was 8 or 9,
Hmm.
at that time I had little bit friend also those who were means those who are going to school means CBSE board, and I thought basically we had little bit also Bengali medium background student. We mocked them. Okay, we mocked them, especially kind of like that way. Uh, means, British people went away and left their child like that way, and because not only me, basically I think those who were born like that in kind of means our family or our neighbor, that time we not used to like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. And what is your best subject? I think uh history or geography might be.
Yeah, I really love history and geography. And this year, in my final exams, I performed the best in maths and English.
Oh, really great. Yeah. Yeah, you have a bright future. Yeah, and I wish to God that whatever you think, you should fulfill your life. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is best wishes for my side. Yeah.
Thank you.
And one thing is that, uh, what do you think? Sometimes I heard that English offended or obsessed sometimes, because I do not know too much grammar, especially.
Hmm.
Okay, I do not know too much grammar means I read lot of books, PC Das or Rayan Martin books.
Hmm.
Do you know that?
Yeah, I
Yes,
do.
I read lot of books. Yeah, I know the formation sometimes, but I make lot of grammatical mistakes when I speak with someone. Yeah, it happens. Can you tell me something, how, means what is the easy way to overcome, and what is the easy way to learn grammar, and what is the easy way to retain it, and when we speak we do not mistakes many more times like that.
Okay, so in my opinion, I think that if you're starting to learn grammar as a beginner, there are a few basic concepts that you should be aware of, like tenses and active passive voices and causative verbs like let, make, and all these words, the usage of these words, and what else? And modal verbs. These few things are very important aspects of grammar, and you should know these by reading books at first, and then later on, if you want to improve more of your grammar, then you can go for reading storybooks or novels. Because when you're reading English, then you start becoming aware of how to use particular words, or how the sentence structure is, and reading storybooks or novels can help you a lot in improving your grammar as well as your vocabulary. So this is what I suggest.
Okay, thank you for your suggestion. And I want to know, how did you start to learn grammar in
Hmm.
this way, whatever you said?
Okay, so actually the thing is that I am from an English medium school. So grammar was, I was made aware with grammar since a very young age. So that's why I knew the basics of grammar already. And when I actually started learning English, then I went more deeper into learning the difficult things of grammar, and I usually referred to my school books, and also sometimes I used to watch videos online on YouTube to learn different grammar things, grammar concepts, and everything.
Hmm. And when you started to learn as a communicator, at that time you may face like means like grammar, when you spoke with someone that time, you miss out lot of grammar rules. It happened with you.
Yes, in the beginning, it did happen that I used to mess up a few grammatical structures. But later on, when I got used to speaking in English, the grammar errors just went away little by little.
Yeah, because I am also running a YouTube channel. Okay, so I spoke with a lot of native speaker also, and Clapingo tutor also.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I spoke with them, I asked them so many questions. Okay, yeah, I asked them that, uh, as a native speaker, how you would means how you speak when you meet with your friend or your family. Can you teach me something like that? And they said like that, we means when we spoke with them, that simply when they spoke with me that time and their family, the same like that. And some accents, United States, how many accent over there?
I'm not sure, but there are a couple of them.
Near about 57 accent over
Oh,
there. I asked so many questions that I got to know. Yeah,
yeah.
57 accent, because India is so many diversified with language and accent. Even Bengali accent also so many different. Where
Yeah.
I live near to Kolkata.
Mm.
And if you want to go East Midnapur or West Midnapur or Murshidabad or Birbhum,
Mm.
that accent is so different, and some word what they slang they use,
Yeah. Mm.
we not might be used like that.
Yeah.
Do you
You know,
agree with me?
yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And you know, even
Yeah.
I speak a little bit of Bengali.
Yeah, I watched you that you are born in Bengali family. I think you are Bengali also.
Yeah, actually, my mother's side is from a Bengali family.
Okay, okay, okay. Your paternal side?
My paternal side, my father and everyone is from Chhattisgarh only. They're not Bengali.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I see. That means you born with a mixed culture. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And your family means your mom or your dad. When you stay with them, that time you may speak with them in English or Hindi or Bengali like that.
I usually just speak with them in Hindi, but my mom always tells me that if I want to improve my spoken English skills, then I should talk in English with her at home.
But you are commendable speaker, I think.
Thank you.
Commendable speaker means I think what means I watch so many videos on YouTube. As per my viewpoint, that India, according to Indian skill, I think you much more better than that, and you maybe see to level like yeah. Did you
Thank you.
try IELTS? Like, did you try IELTS?
Not yet. I think there is also an age limit, something like that. I'm not sure though.
IELTS is also age not matter, I think, because if you want to go abroad, that
Hmm.
time if you according to your age, you need to appear IELTS,
Oh,
IELTS or
okay.
yeah, TOEFL, I think, yeah.
Okay.
I spoke near about 50 native speaker or 55, more than that, yeah. Yeah, but I literally I make lot of mistakes, grammar, and I ask them sometimes how to overcome if I want to learn grammar, and
Hmm.
every teacher said that don't read any books, grammar books.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they told me that you should speak with more and more. In that
Hmm.
way, it takes time to grab a language.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I asked them 55 tutor. I asked so many tutors. They
Oh.
told me yes. What you told me that story books or
Hmm.
history book or geography books, any type of books or genre, what type of genre you like, novels like that, you can read it. That will
Yeah.
help you.
Hmm.
Yeah, they told me like that. But according to Indian perspective, it is totally different
Hmm. Yeah.
because my viewpoint is that when someone makes mistakes when they are learning English, that
Hmm.
time they maybe follow that who is the good speaker, English speaker.
Yeah.
They don't judge you that you are learning a language,
Hmm.
English language, and
Yeah.
they sometimes they try to follow you. When they try to follow you, they try to tell you that you should be perfect. What do you think? Perfection, it is okay for everyone's life?
Okay, so I think that no one is perfect at everything, and no one can be perfect at everything. And as long as you're happy with what you're doing, and as long as you feel that you're good enough, it's all right. You don't really need to be perfect that much.
Yeah, thank you. And what do you think that learning any not only language education, if you want to be a teacher, that
Hmm.
time what is your motivation and how do you motivate uh, any your student, uh, like you want to teach them only for knowledgeable education or having some fun they can more interest and engage with your your activity and they can learn easily. What is your best part of your teacher, means if you want to be a teacher?
Okay, so I think that teachers should be a mix of both. A strict teacher who focuses on studies, and also a fun teacher who makes their students learn in a more playful way. So teachers should be a mix of both, so that students don't really feel very scared of them. So I think a mix of both, or more like a fun teacher, would be amazing.
Yeah, really. Because learning, having some fun, without fun, because when I talk with native speaker, I
Hmm.
didn't understand that I was learning
Yeah.
language. Basically, having some fun, and they were so much interested, means interacted and interested also.
Yeah.
And it was not boring, like boring session. Yeah.
Hmm.
But when I talk with Indian tutors, sometimes I feel bored also.
Hmm.
Yeah. What do you think? Because I think it is not for you. Basically, you have good command English, so always everyone praise you that you have good command also. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And what is your motivation of your life?
Hmm. Okay. So, my motivation of life, I can't really think. Okay. So, in my life, I want to be a government officer. So, my motivation is that I want to grow up and be in a position in which I'll be able to help poor people and also help the people in need. So, that is my motivation of life.
Okay, but yes, poor people means how do you help them? Because government sector, if you want to go there, that time you have lot of pressure. You have some uh restriction way. The
Hmm.
MLA and MP, that time your work, you when you will want to do something better for human beings or humankind or citizen, that time you could not to do. How do you
Yeah.
handle that?
I'm not sure. I think I'll take care of that when I grow up. I don't really have much idea at this young age.
Yeah, right. Because I want to tell you that if I make mistakes also, you can correct me. Yeah, basically grammar. Yeah, I have lot of thoughts because I read lot of books, especially, but not English book. Yeah, Bengali books, history, lot of history books. And do you like ancient history or
Yeah,
modern history or medieval history, or which type of history do you like most?
I'm more fond of modern history. I mean, I really love what should I say, the whole British thing, how the British came to India and how it all changed the Indian history. I love that.